Welcome back to Midnight Suns New Game Plus Express Edition Light Hunter Run. How are we doing with the Light Hunter anyway? Are we like 20 yet? Oh, 27. That's good. So one of these days we're going to get a really awesome armor from that. I'm looking forward to it. So, we have unlocked in our hot little hands the best there is. And it's got an artifact. We need artifacts really bad to continue with our research and get more great stuff or upgrade stuff. So it's in our best interest to do this one. Now this one's interesting because we picked two heroes and then Wolverine shows up. The good thing about it is we already have seen and handled Wolverine's abilities, so they're ready for just like with Deadpool. There's gonna be two of them in the second part, but the first part's gonna be myself and two heroes. Hydra chatter picked up in this area indicates a new threat for the heroes to investigate. Okay, choose 3 heroes? Are you serious? That sounds like an error to me. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. They do include the hunters, so we're choosing 2 heroes, okay? Choosing 2 heroes. Alright, so who do we bring? Who hasn't gone out there? There are a lot of people who are level 4. Now this is going to be a little different because I usually like to bring them to story missions, but I don't know if this really serves because we're looking at one part and then the other part's completely different. I don't know if it's going to benefit having the combat items returned to us. I haven't seen him in a while. We haven't given him a chance to shine. We haven't given Wanda anything yet. I mean, Wanda's like 0, so we haven't done a thing. We haven't done anything with Storm. Oh, these wonderful people. We have to build, obviously, our base, you know, but we do have something, but not enough. And he's way ahead of everybody. I'm going to say I usually have a good time with this guy. He's ready to level up. He don't need us. And you already know how awesome this guy is in battle. Forget it. Actually, he's been in something. We want people who haven't had a chance yet to do something. She's had enough. Cap will get his time very soon. You know what? Let's bring. Oh, let's do the Jim Lee one. Haven't done that in a while. The Jim Lee coloration. It's the Jim Lee coloration from the what? The 90s. All right. You know, Wanda hasn't had a chance and she's pretty good. Let's bring Wanda. Battlefield scanner and recovery nanobot. Yeah, we're still on there are always ways to heal, but a recovery nanobot for curing is always good to have. And we get a combo card with us, so we can do a hero combo. Not to be underestimated, those are much stronger. Look at them, they're ready.
Buonazua.
And greetings to you too. This is a Romany greeting. Okay, let's get the debrief.
As if the people of New York didn't have enough problems, scattered reports of Hydra activity are coming in from across the 5 boroughs. We'll head to the highest concentration first and take it from there.
Okay. All right. Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Scarlet Witch
That does not sound like much of a challenge.
Scarlet Witch has area abilities, is the master of abilities which affect AoE. Position her carefully to ensure her abilities hit the intended targets. The only problem is some of the stuff, it's a very small circle, even when it's upgraded. Now Storm is another one. She's got next turn for a lot of her stuff. It's great, but it's even better if you hold on to it for another turn. Many of Storm's abilities will grow stronger if they are not used until one turn after. Look for the next turn keywords on Storm's abilities. Also, we have something called Goddess's Blessing. If it's worth our while, we could use that to make sure anything we have, if we have anything worthwhile in our hand, they will become effect. And I don't think I got next turn as a free card. That would have been too good to be true, right? I didn't try, and I should have. The Goddess's Blessing. So I don't remember doing it. Okay.
So far, I'm not impressed with the field.
I'm surprised if it says fast. The reason why this one is still 4 is because the hunter isn't involved with it. It's Wanda and Storm, so it's still 4. But generally, anything we have that we pull for a couple of turns that have heroism in them will be, you know, bam.
Welcome assistance.
Okay, call the lightning. Gale Force, good to have. Apply stun. I could imagine one person I wouldn't mind using that on. They're way over near that cart. He's a real problem. So let's see what we can do to start that. Also, we've got this. I wonder what we can do with that.
This should help.
What does this do? 157. Why, as a matter of fact, it's not a bad place to start.
We can do this.
Good.
They will learn to fear us.
Okay, that's definitely to our advantage. Now you can see here is an example of Blade Storm. Here is a hunter card. It's usually 4. It's 3 here. All right, so let's start with Gale Force. On KO, we draw a card. So let's make sure we can knock people.
The elements bow to me.
You're getting pretty good at that.
Now that was something.
Okay. Ooh. See, do we really need forceful knockback? We could do this right now and
Face your end.
Whatever gets the job done.
That's right. That's right. There's one guy left, isn't there? I mean, oh, there's 2 guys. Let's see, he's a 63 and he's a 38? 36? Hike. We don't need to stun. I'm going to... Where is... Oh, she's over here. Wanda, can you bump this guy into something? Knock him out? No. Okay, not from that angle for sure. It's usually how you can bump into them. We have extra. See, if you knock him into something.
You're in trouble now.
And I'm only sorry that this is ending so fast, but you never get to see their powers, but you know, they do get something for it. So, excellent.
You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Now comes the fun part.
Why is it that for every one of these sites we take out, it seems like 2 more appear in their place?
Patience. Hydra certainly lives up to their name.
I've hunted an actual Hydra. That was easier.
Easier than this. I live up to my name, too.
Sabretooth, second best there is at what he does.
Hell of a price Crossbones put on your head, Runt. Too bad he never said it had to stay attached to your body. Well, too bad for you.
Big words. For a dead man.
Wolverine, the best there is at what he does.
You got one thing right today, Sabretooth. Heads are definitely about to roll.
Oh, look. Another mangy stray.
You smell wrong.
Compared to him,
Good point.
Now I get to kill 2 runts with 1 claw. Maybe I should be paying Hydra.
Okay, you gotta defeat Sabretooth. As you know, that usually means 2 knockouts. Defeat Sabretooth to complete the mission. Sabretooth won't wait. He's more of a frenzy kind of guy.
Take that animal down before he can hurt anyone else.
Who you calling an animal, lady?
Check your ears, Creed. She didn't stutter.
I kind of like this one. And you know, if you do that with the explosion, you'll get extra hurt. Of course, so would I.
You had your chance to escape.
Boom!
Hell.
We really do have to do something about that guy, don't we? Ah. He's gonna attack. He's aiming for him anyway.
Hope you're ready.
Of course, that means that these guys aren't going to hit him as hard as they could.
We'll settle up later.
Spins here.
Ooh, dazed hero, unable to act. Okay, depends. It says on him... Oh, a card is played? Then there's no well... We don't know if that's going to happen again.
I can handle it.
He'll be back up now.
I feel more like myself every day.
We're a level 7 now. Note that we needed to be level 8 when we got the Word of Power that we just did recently. Yeah. He usually tends to do that. I'm not too worried about that, but if he attacks again, we are going to need that other combat item that takes away the... Anything else we can do in our house cleaning? Okay, we're good for now. Just these guys? Really?
This one has the stink of death on him. A past filled with the suffering of innocent victims.
$275, huh?
Weak, even for Hydra.
We know this was a temporary measure. It's just for a quick card. Here, smack this guy for us, please. Love taps never hurt anyone. Well, it might hurt him a little bit. He's really a pain. We need some stronger stuff than this. Really? How far does this knockback reach? Nowhere. Abso-frickin-lutely nowhere. There you go. That's what I want to see. Yeah, that's a good place. Now we can put him into something. Done.
Their champion has failed.
Looks like you got me, Runt. Go ahead. Make it quick.
What the hell are you doing?
Not much of a hunter, are you? You'd fit right in with Logan and the rest of Xavier's housebroken little pets. Now hold still, pup. This is gonna hurt.
Nifty trick. Don't think he was expecting that thing around your neck to bite back.
Can he heal from that too?
Don't know. But I'm gonna make sure he doesn't.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Can't heal. Have to keep going.
You'll do.
Whole thing in 3 turns. I'm not complaining. And we got... Oh, you think we got 3? We may actually have 4 we could put on this. Oh, that's an interesting coloration. Let's just do that. Let's see what we can put together for a... Alright. Let's get our heroes going. No, we can't add... Oh, shame on you people. You know why? Because he's not fallen yet. If he was regular... Because he's regular Sabretooth, we can't add him. They probably have a thing that we could add once he's fallen Sabretooth, since obviously he's been picked up by Lilith. So, let's see what we can do with these things. If I'm going to do this, I want a nice good yell. We've got our 2 flyers. We've got our 2 non-flyers. So let's get Storm a little higher up for now. Let's get Wolverine down a bit. Let's see what poses we got for our... See, now that he has been added to... Now that he's been added to the story, even if he hasn't come with us back yet, we have unlocked Storm's DLC because it involves contacting Wolverine. So Wolverine has to be in the story, not necessarily in the in the Abbey with us, but he has to have been introduced. Let's see if we got something better here. Kind of like that one. I kind of like it if he's on this side and I'm on the other side, I think. Let's get Hunter on. I say I because that's the character I'm playing, right? It is what it is. I am the hunter. Maybe a little socially clueless, but that's the way it is, right? Let's get Wolverine down there. Well, you know, you don't need to make Wolverine too big. You don't want him too close because if he's too big, then he'll be out of character. He's supposed to be, he is supposed to be a runt. The fact that they made him tall in the game, I don't get it. The tallest one's probably Doctor Strange. He's like 6'3". Well, you know who's bigger? It's probably Steve Rogers after the serum. So let's call it what it is. Let's see what we can do with Storm. I kind of like what she's got here, but I do like that one. I like this one also simply because it has less stuff in the way. I mean, I love the whole lightning thing, but it's a bit much, I think. You know what? I wouldn't even put her here and put Wolverine higher up since he does that. At least with her cape, she doesn't have a problem. Some of these cape poses seem to be a problem in the game because they have draping and gravity physics is what I'm trying to say. And it looks wrong when somebody's trying to take a leap and instead of being an action pose, what they've got for you know, the tails of their coat or even the cloak is going to flop down on their legs like they're not flying. So I would do this, and then I would bring the hunter closer. It's okay to... Alright, so now we can get Wolverine and Scarlet Witch up there. I know they didn't have as much chance on things as I'd expect. Not complaining though. Do you have anything on the ground? Okay, Storm higher up, maybe. Same difference, I guess. I'm putting Storm into probably one of her more iconic poses. Oh. see, we're having a lot of fun with that. Scarlet Witch, up higher. Hunter, can you go higher? Hunter, as Nico would say. Hey, Hunter. Very California. I was in college in California. You start talking like that very quickly. Kind of blend in. I like that. She means business. Wolverine, why am I not happy with you? Yeah, I could do that. Works for me. Ta-da! So, what's next? We can have a meeting? Are we going to have a new club meeting? I know a lot of people are going to weigh in on Wolverine's appearance.
It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Centuries?
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? Huh. I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants. Like me.
You are like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years, and once they do, they tend to find a way back. I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Having a little problem with my mouse now. That's great.
Having Sabretooth wrapped up in all of this is another headache we don't need. I can only hope Logan handles him swiftly, before he causes too much trouble.
How much do you trust this Logan person?
Quite a bit, actually. He's a bit prickly, but he's dependable.
I have too much else to worry about right now. I do not have much patience for difficult personalities. Stark and Strange bickering are as much as I can tolerate.
Well, Logan isn't here, is he? He's out there, in the world, still tracking Sabretooth. If we're lucky, he'll put Sabretooth away for good, and that'll be the last we hear of it.
And if we are not lucky?
Then there will be a lot more dead bodies in our future.
I suppose there is nothing more to do but wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing more of Logan and Sabretooth.
Oh, I'd count on it.
I am amazed at how you do not let things bother you.
It's all blood, sweat, and tears. Mostly blood. Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother, Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
You say mutant as if it is a bad thing.
In some parts of the world, it is a very bad thing.
Oops.
You've been
Forgot to
sleeping in
do
a
a dark one.
grave, so you've missed out on the anti-mutant hysteria. The Mutant Registration Act, all that crap.
So it is safe to say that things in the modern world are not easy for your kind.
That's an understatement.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
Just like a midnight sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about? I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
Mark my words. The next time we meet, I will finish him.
Normally I'd tell you no way, but I've seen your moves. If anyone can handle Sabretooth, it's you.
Thank you for explaining this to me. It seems I have a lot to learn.
Of course, mutant society is small, but super complicated. But all you need to know is that Sabretooth sucks.
We're gonna have a shop class. Thanks, guys. Now back in our outfits and saying hello to my little doggy.
Yo, got a sec?
Yeah, I'll be with you in a moment. As soon as I can somehow, maybe I have to stand in the dog bed. That's it. My turn.
You have not set anything on fire today, have you?
That's a yes. I'll be with you in a moment, Robbie. Honest. I want to see what people weigh in on this. Uh-oh, it's also Friends Night. People want to be my friend. So, you know, we'll do this shop class and then come back and deal with
¿Qué
friends.
pasa, Hunter?
Hey, ¿qué tal?
Hey, Hunter. Parker and I cooked something up, and we think you should be a part of it. Oh, you know, if you're free.
I'm free.
I could be free.
Right on. Then let's head over to the shop and... oops. Almost spoiled the surprise. Tell you what, if you come with me, just for a bit, I promise we won't waste your time.
All right. Where are we headed?
Oh, it's not too far. I can't wait till you see it. Hey, you made it! Told you. You want to give the rundown, or should I? I got this. Welcome to the shop.
What is this place?
For me,
Ooh, a coffee
it's a piece
machine.
of home away from home.
I didn't notice the coffee machine in the past. See? Behind her. Okay, let's see. What do you do here? Why call it a shop? Why here? Okay, so let's start with this.
You call it the shop, but I see nothing for sale.
That's the beauty. For me, it's an auto shop. For Parker, it's a workshop. We're both wondering what it's going to be for you.
Quite a setup. What need does it fulfill?
All kinds. Usually, I work on the Hell Ride, and Parker tinkers with his web gadgets. And as we do, we brainstorm ideas of what we could work on together.
There must be a reason you do this here instead of the forge.
2 reasons. Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We wanted a place with good vibes and less bickering. Where we could focus on a project without the smartest men in the world telling us how to do it better. The shop is where you work things out for yourself.
I understand why the 2 of you are here, but why invite me?
Caretaker always described you as someone who worked with their hands. You made things. You did the work. So we want to make things with you. Help you do the work.
I don't know about wow, but
You 2 are so thoughtful. Where do I start?
Wherever you want. Why not let Parker give you a quick rundown on our current project? After that, we'll close up the shop.
All right.
Where's the coffee machine? I just saw a coffee machine while he's talking. How come I don't see the coffee machine now? I'm totally confused. Oh, there it is. Oh, look. Somebody spilled something. Slobs. If you guys gotta use equipment, you should know how to do that without knocking something over. That's basic.
It's all pretty neat, huh? There's not enough here to give you a tour, but I did want to show off our first project. Don't have a name for this yet, but if you run into Eddie again, Venom, we think this could give you an edge. When we fought Eddie, the symbiote reacted strongly to your presence. It noticed something about you and tensed up. Our project takes advantage of this.
This project of yours, what does it do?
Our first prototype dulls your presence around the symbiote. Makes you harder for Eddie to notice.
So, a symbiote muffler?
Ha! It is now. The other prototype will help if you're ever caught in Eddie's tendrils. It blasts a distracting subsonic pulse that should give you time to both fight your way out and hit him with a counter.
Like your zingers that keep him distracted?
You know, Robbie and I should let you name all our projects. Then we need to miniaturize it so it fits in your suit. But we can have it ready pretty quick.
If I had a web shooter, you could spend more time in the shop.
Maybe, but you'd probably glue yourself to the floor. And what would that do to the great and mighty Hunter's reputation? Oh yeah, I can scrounge enough components to finish this project, but if there were more, we'd have more options. I'll put together a list and send it to your Spark. Bring what you can next time you're here.
All right.
Get this, the symbiote muffler. Select a hero. They're immune to the next negative status effect. Or the Zinger Protocol. Give 2 random cards free until they're played or discarded. Well, I always get this, because why not?
Huh. So, how'd it turn out?
Better than expected.
Sick.
I wouldn't mind the muffler as part of my the item bench, but you know, can't have everything.
So that's the shop. What do you think?
This place is a dump.
You and Parker have outdone yourselves.
Then think of what the 3 of us can do. I'll give you a heads up before shop class meets again.
Shop class?
Right. That's what we're calling our time here. See you then.
See that? That's
Parker, you sticking around?
You have a Wi-Fi thing there too.
You're asking me if I'm sticking around?
Walked into that one.
You sure?
Like a spider web? What do you say?
Dude, don't make me roll up a newspaper.
Not many of those left. Good for me, bad for democracy. But yeah, I'll be around.
And everybody gets their shirt officially, though they've had it from last time. Okay, let's see what everybody.
Yo, It's good to see you.
Let's see what how people clock in on the whole Sabretooth and Wolverine thing. Oh.
Look, reptilian blood tastes terrible.
Take that. Oh yeah, so just
Hi.
Nobody.
Erethole! I mean, hello there. Apologies, I was astral projecting with someone in the backwards verse.
What is wrong with this game?
Why, hello, Hunter.
They're acting like we didn't have a story mission.
Hey.
Okay, so 4 people are up for hanging out. There are 2. Oh, so there's somebody who wants to talk. You know, it's probably Blade. Well, let's do that first, because everybody tends to go to sleep after. So if Blade is out there, it's probably about the Shadow Hound we had done the other day. Talk to me, Blade. What you got?
You look like you are on the hunt.
It's that scent again. Almost feels familiar somehow.
Oh, this is repeating it.
I was hoping you and Charlie might give it another go. You down?
Sure.
Who would miss a chance to hunt with Blade?
I'm flattered. Now meet me out by that creepy-ass church.
A little creepy-ass church. So this is the second one. Alright, so what do you want me to do here? You want to follow Charlie? Is that it? They always walk so slow.
Tell me, Blade, have you found any other unusual creatures during your pursuit of the Barghest?
Seen a few birds hanging around the training yard.
I love this.
But I haven't decided if they're real yet.
Real? As opposed to...
I'm not sure. The way things operate around here, they could be an illusion, some kind of familiar, a robotic drone.
And what makes you so suspicious?
Just like this thing we're after. They don't smell right. It's like someone made what they thought a bird smelled like, without ever having smelled a bird.
I will have to take your word for it.
It's funny how he comes with that. That's why he talks about the birds in this. I know where this is going. This is going to go further around the corner where the corruption is. Ooh, okay, there it is. Said Barghest.
Damn thing got away again.
We may need some help.
Not so mysterious now, huh?
Let me just grab this little trinket here. Trinket! Okay.
We should head back. This place gives me the creeps.
I'm not going to tell him we
And
hang
that
out
ain't
there.
easy to do. You coming?
Yeah, sure.
Let us get out of here.
Until we got rain, we really don't have too much here in the way of stuff. So let's see what. Now that this is done, let me take a look, and you know what? I'm going to take a moment and see if I could find any more freebie type gifts lying around that I can swipe. Okay, I'm also going to go out to the other rooms, because that's where I tend to see these things. I mean, they're usually anywhere, but most of the time you can find something here or in the library. It'll prompt you. Let's try the library.
Hunter, hello.
Hello, Agatha. How goes? We're gonna check that out. Well, you know what? Let's do it now. These are not usually long. Note on Transient Antiquity. Royal Society Lectures, 1921. Remnants of knives, books, jewelry, and even a ceremonial wand have been found in or near these offering bowls. I wonder why. Suggesting their importance in the offering ritual. Some of our colleagues have dismissed the importance of these items, but we believe, based on their repeated occurrence at these sites, that these items hold the key to this fascinating ancient practice that, frankly, I'm a part of. So we got our second club. Okay, we got nothing here special. We know a couple places we can find stuff here. Nothing new.
Next job I take has got to be on a boat. International water means no rules.
Okay, so, and there's nothing down there on the floor
Hunter,
there?
buddy, talk to me.
See, none of them seem to react.
About to make a protein shake if anybody wants one.
Okay, so these four are up for, you know, I have to say, very good.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hunting down the Vargas. Okay, so we've got Storm, Wanda, Steve Rogers, and Venom. So there's a couple of factors I take into account. First is, do I have a really good gift for somebody? I mean, everybody loves jelly beans. If I'm going to think Canadian, I would probably go for like 8. A lot of people love root beer, don't get me wrong. It's just that we have a couple in the Abbey that really like that. We have a goblet that could be very nice. The other thing is, who needs it? So let's take a look at the heroes. She could certainly benefit from something. I don't know how she thinks of jelly beans. He'll probably take anything. I would say she would probably like a goblet. Wanda is not on the board yet. All these folks aren't on the board yet. And that's the thing, is when you have so many people, then you really do have to focus on who do you want to advance. These two I want to advance. So it would be my best interest to get them at least on the board. And they're still 0. So, you know, I might take him. Well, then the next factor is what...
My symbiote's giant tongue lets us taste more flavors.
Wait a minute, if he's not...
Not in a creepy way.
If he's not it, well, who's the fourth one? Because he's not showing having, wanting to do this, and there's 4 of them usually. So who else is it?
Hey, you.
Hi. Well, where's our 4th person?
Konnichiwa, friendo.
Is there somebody here who's part of the friend thing?
Hunter.
No. I know there's some people I'm not seeing. Which is a bit odd. Okay, so not everybody's there. But why are there only 3 people who are asking?
Hunter?
Okay.
Parker still has to mix chemicals to make his webbing. What a sucker.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing me along to strike back at Lilith.
Oh, see, we got some related stuff.
I try not to treat every outing like it's my last.
Okay, so what do we have here? We know she likes meditation. We'll take her to that, and then we'll give her, I don't know, a goblet or jelly beans.
If you are thinking, I can hear you.
Less thinking, more scheming.
Coming from you? I would like to hear this.
It's not that exciting. I'm just struggling a little to build relationships with the women of the Abbey.
You are very kind. I do not see how making friends would be an issue for you.
My reputation might be intimidating. I'd like to befriend them. It's just been difficult. Any advice?
Wow. Snacks are always good.
I was told that fancy cheeses and meats are always a hit.
A charcuterie board. That's not a bad idea, Hunter.
You can never go wrong with filling the silence with food.
Especially if it's paired with a nice sparkling grape juice. Having a second opinion was helpful.
I'm sure they wish to be friends with you too.
Here's hoping.
Oh, so what do we give? Jelly beans or a goblet? You know, this is more points. The world's favorite candy and enough flavors to satisfy anyone. She liked it.
That was the most fun I've had in ages.
Dun 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 dun. She is like 1 point away from leveling up. We just have to say a nice word to her and she is there. Everybody, that's the last person that just shut the door, going to bed. Tell you, there's a lot of food everywhere here. There's a lot of apples and dip and grapes and cheese and bread. I don't necessarily like the choice of cheese, frankly. It looks like camembert or brie, and I'm not into that. Maybe the Swiss is okay. Anyway, what kind of night is this? It's a full moon! Oh, well, that's another thing I have to do. I want to have my light point. Now, I did go in my last campaign
I needed that.
out of my way to make a whole, to earn a whole mess of effects and whatnot. It's like, and you're saying, well, so far you're being completely human, completely conventional. Okay, well, actually I'm a little paler because I'm looking like a direct descendant of Lilith, but that is going to change, I promise. I know a good spot following a certain story mission where something happens, and that could be a good reason for me to have a physiological upgrade. Let's put it that way. You can see why I get along with Dr. Strange. We both can use words. I wasn't always like that, and I'm still visually oriented. I'm an artist, but I don't know, I got into words better. Now, let's see. Any reagents lying around here? Yeah, you know, it seems to be few and far between where you have like a day of rain and then there's nothing. So then there's nothing to pick. Nothing new grows. And also anyone who says, okay, well, moon, and it's true, moonflowers actually do grow back I think they seem to grow back on certain nights. But if it doesn't rain, they don't grow back, just like everything else. So it's a problem. But the first to admit it. Now, I don't know why I should turn this away. I just realized, without fanfare, we can do rare ones for free. I mean, sorry, common ones. So let's get and see if we can get ourselves some common. That's the cemetery. The blood gate, that's inside a cave. There, gain a strength in it, mission start. That is what I want. First turn, I pack a harder punch. Yes. Now it's time for bed. Uninterrupted
Hunter,
sleep.
if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
Okay.
That is odd.
Why am I being paged in the middle of the night by Bruce Banner? She's in her quarters. The caretaker's asleep too. So that is one of the weird things. Like, he's been missing. He's been off grid, assuming everybody assumes he became the Hulk and is running around. And then he contacts me.
Dr. Banner, you have reemerged.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Probably not the best impression of me. But now I'm back.
And we are happy to have you back, Doctor. We were worried for a brief moment.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. Doing better than our comm system was. I was knocked offline by a spike in gamma radiation that tore through the electromagnetic spectrum. Bad day to be a Manhattan cell phone tower. But don't worry, I've isolated the problem here. No more blackouts, I promise. But I am concerned about the other ripple effects this gamma radiation could have caused. That's why I would like to scan you and see if the shifts in energy have affected you.
Anything, if you think it will help your research.
Immensely. It's quite possible it can give us a clue on how to counter this gamma shift. Just stand very still. You shouldn't feel a thing. And we're done. Once I analyze this scan, we'll all be much wiser. Thank you, Hunter.
I should trust him. Why? Okay, I'm going back to sleep. I guess somebody should know about this. Ho ho!
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
This is Wolverine's room. Because I know what it is. Besides a messy table with some scratches on it, there's also a picture of the X-Men. If you can barely make it out, on the lower right is definitely Nightcrawler. It kind of looks in the middle like it might be Storm. It's hard to tell since we don't have a really direct shot of these. But let me see if I have anything for him. That might be worthwhile. A little too soon to tell, I'd say. Okay. That's when things get really weird too, if I recall. Deadpool, your wisecracking anti-hero merc tagline is pretty awesome. If you gave me a tagline, what would it be, hypothetically? If I did that, hypothetically, I'd go with naive newcomer with a superpowered dark side. Peter is the relatable heart of gold. Nico's goth boss witch. I expected worse. Thanks, I guess? Am I the other goth witch? You're the dreaded anti-villain action limbo sorceress queen with a cool sword. I don't completely hate it. Deadpool, well done. That's high praise in magic talk. Oh, okay, that's all we got. No, we got more. This is the problem here. This is, never listen to what the others say. You have so much promise. I can picture the mark you will leave upon this world, and it is glorious. Dr. Banner, are you okay? I don't remember sending this at all. I haven't been getting much sleep. Forget I said anything. He's under an influence. Forgot to mention, Logan is part of the old guard X-Men. He takes getting used to, but he tells you exactly what he thinks. If I had to spend time with the old guard, I would choose him. You choose Logan over your brother Piotr? Piotr? No question. Logan treats me like a person. Piotr still thinks me as a lost child. I would rather put up with the stinky hairy man than the shiny patronizing sibling. And he is less stinky now. According to New York State, you can't teach children with a cigar in your mouth. Youngsters, Generation Z, Generation Alpha, kids who are the future, whatever you call yourselves, you know what's cool, right? Do we? Are vampires cooler or campier than old school vampires? What's the vibe? I don't know, they're both things we kill. You know what I think? We do not. Vampires live in the moment, like nothing matters, like there's no tomorrow. They don't care if they use each other's toothbrushes or take a bite from the last bagel and put it back, the bite and the bagel. Maybe we could learn something from them. Oddly specific. Did you do any of that? Possibly, or maybe. We all have an inner vampire, and we should listen to it from time to time. Shop class components. Essence. Common blueprint. Don't worry if you can't. We'll still be able to finish the project, but if you can, we might have enough to build both of the options we discussed. Or see you then, or earlier. We do live in the same building and punch Hydra together. Okay. Now, we'll take Stark in a moment, but I want to get through some of these rooms and see who's who. Here is Nico's room, the messy room with the leftover microwave dinners and the junk and the fan posters. Oh, look at that. That's an Avengers with the, on the cover with, the Invaders. That trio you're seeing. Or is it 4 of them? Oh, well, yeah, it was 4. There was a super group during World War II, and it had the Submariner, it had Captain America. In the lower, oh, there's a couple more. I don't know who the one in the lower left is with the blue top and the red bottom there. I don't know who that is. But right above is a Human Torch, who's an android, and the one that you see between Submariner and Captain America was his sidekick, his kid sidekick Toro. And I think they're both androids. So the first Human Torch wasn't human. This is probably we're going to have our another tarot card we're missing. I was thinking it might be up here. I don't remember. But we do have stuff up here for the first time to check. A faded journal page. Coven of Witches from across the sea has sent for our help. I regret that I cannot do more, but Lilith and I are stretched to our limits. I've sent a moon seal to their home in Salem by way of the Knights of Wundagore. I have no doubt this will take care of the troubles they face. That's from July 13th, 1689. Let me take a look at my caretaker's journal. July 13th. You know what? I already have this because it was I think it was in the war room somewhere on a table. So I already read this. It's very odd that it shows up twice. But it seems to think I have 8 things in it. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so let's see, Tony Stark. I keep forgetting you never had a big, ubiquitous and cheap manufacturing. A gift from you really means something. Thanks, boss. I have something for you that's even better than the spark. It needs some prep time before I can hand it over, so give me a heads up. Heads up.
Something smells pungent.
That would be Grandma Stark's famous linguine and clam sauce, with some Tony adjustments.
Grandma's recipe was not good enough?
Well, I loved her to pieces, but she also loved vodka in her cooking, and I can't touch the stuff. Not anymore. I even made sure the Abbey has a dry bar.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
That's just my way of saying thank you for being one of the only Midnight Suns who hasn't threatened to banish me to the netherworld, empty my jugular, or portal me to the sun. And that was just today.
Well, let's avoid the real you, because they do know the real you, and that's why they're threatening him. So,
Let me guess. One of the improvements you added is garlic?
Quintupled the amount in the recipe. Grandma would be proud. Ah, you two would have really hit it off. Like you, she had a heart of gold, but could be quite the demon when crossed. Used to frighten the crap out of Dad. I thought it gave her character. Know who else I'm pretty sure has character? You. Bon appetit, Hunter.
okay.
Our Avengers house guests are hogging the comms to chat with their best buddy, Bruce Banner.
What about you, Spider-Man? Are you going to cozy up to the Avengers and join their little Earth's Mightiest franchise?
Ha, what, me? An Avenger? Yeah, only in my wildest dreams.
So you're throwing in with the kids, huh? I feel so... how do I put this? Like a consolation prize.
I don't have to choose, we're all on the same side, right? We're all against Lilith.
I don't know. Ileana, are we all on the same side here?
TBD. But if you're with the Avengers, you're out of Miko's movie nights.
Those two are being...
Nobody told me becoming a superhero would be like high school all over again.
Those two are being bigger jerks than Stark, because each of them are Stark-powered jerks, so... I don't think very highly of that.
Hey, Charlie Warley puppy face.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what they've given me. Oh, good. Yay! Captain Marvel 1. Legendary gift. Custom gift. Trying to think, what else?
Look at that map. We've got emergencies all over the globe.
Hydra is staying true to its multi-headed namesake. They're currently active in New York, Paris, Moscow, Singapore, Los Angeles. The list keeps growing.
They caught us off guard. We'll put them back in check.
With what, Tony? Avenger forces are spread thin as it is.
Temporarily. We're back in contact with Banner, and we still have the tower.
And that's supposed to make us feel better? We thought we had the sanctum until we didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, but your overrated metaphysical library is not my state-of-the-art militarized tower. It will hold...
Hold what? Your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Are you two finished yet?
Every second we waste arguing, Hydra takes another bite out of our ass.
Fine. Then let's stop arguing and take a bite out of their ass. Let's just stop arguing.
Yeah, but... Gee, you pissed Doctor Strange off and he went away. He wants to talk too. Everybody wants to talk.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Hey, where's Agatha anyway? Is it just me that she's missing right now? Augurium animus. Ritual preparation, cleansing light. Selene, the oldest known mutant and powerful sorceress in her own right, was known to bathe in the rivers and streams beyond the walls of Rome when the moon was in shadow. That means new moon. Claiming that it enhanced her already prodigious powers. The Ancient One authored a text that extols the benefits of a bracing outdoor bath in fountain runoff before a big ritual is undertaken, but it requires a full moon overhead for maximum effect. So it already gives you a hint here that in a new moon or a full moon, you can get a dark or a light point. Now, where is Agatha anyway? It's unusual that she's not here. Okay, she's just not there. Doctor Strange, as we know, is called Sorcerer Supreme not because he made up that name. It's an established position of responsibility.
Well, one day Strange will figure out I was right.
Uh-huh.
That was quite a heated discussion between you, Caretaker, and the Doctor.
What can I say? I will always fight to keep the faith. Hydra may be on the rise, but they will never rise above the tower.
I hope you are right, but I am not sure Lilith is intimidated by much in the modern world.
Then we'll just have to show her. We're the new hotness, and she's messing with the wrong people. At least I'm back in contact with Banner. That's a relief. I wasn't so worried about the tower as I was about his mental health. And if he's holding up, so will the rest of us.
Oh, you didn't read his, you didn't read him in the spark, did you? that was not stable. Okay, so what do we have? We have Wanda wants me to help her with something. Oh, and I have to give stuff to Parker. Parker, I got ingredients for you. Don't let those bullies bother you. Here.
I have something for you.
A pony?
Components for shop class.
Well?
Almost as good.
Now, just for the record right now, I'm going to save it, because I don't want to take any chances. I'm just going to override this one. Because we found all kinds of messy things. So let's see, did we look at this stuff here? All these things? Yeah, we did. So, good. Wanda wants to ask a favor of something.
This is how I spend my free time. Inhale, And exhale.
And shaking the camera.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Word around the ebb is that you're working on a new move. Go ahead, Hunter. Let's see it. Well, I don't need the ability, so why injure her?
Thanks, Hunter.
So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to delete
I
these.
enjoyed spending time with you, Hunter.
We'll do it again. Let me get rid of a couple things I don't need that I've acquired. Alright. 33. It's a slow climb, but it's a climb. Deadpool.
I have some words to contribute.
Good morning.
My symbiote's giant tongue lets us taste more flavors. Not in a creepy way.
Okay. Peter.
How's my favorite hunter?
You like root beer, right?
Can I help you?
No, it's good. He likes picnics. We'll go picnicking.
I think I ticked off Captain Marvel, and wow, that is nothing I expected to say in my lifetime.
What happened?
She caught me bringing an armload of snacks to my room, asked if I was hoarding food. She was joking, but kind of not joking. I haven't lived with people outside of family. Am I doing it wrong? Do I write an apology note, or how do I fix this?
You know, Captain Marvel also eats more stuff because both of them are hyper and they burn more than a regular human. So,
Food is a resource. If you desire it, take it for yourself.
You're right. I am a growing spider boy. Wait, boy spider?
You must feed your appetites.
Yeah, okay. Kind of creepy when you say it that way.
Yeah, but we got lots of
Reject
cheese
all
here.
who deny you your rightful bounty.
I'll figure it out for myself.
We have a lot of bread, cheese, and fruit all over the place in this on this property. Here, have this.
Now that's an excellent time. You're pretty cool, Hunter. We do fun stuff.
Yeah, we do. Surprise!
Nothing beats fighting bugs off our lunch on a nice day.
Well, no, the bottom line is this. To us, it's common, so it's not worth a lot. But they love it. They love it no matter what. It's just, we just don't get as much points. So, if everyone loves jelly beans, they do love jelly beans. We just don't get more than 4 points. So in this case, a common one. Good morning.
Tony doesn't want me to bring bats in here. Am I being unreasonable?
Yeah, as long as you don't bring the belfry with it. Hello, Stephen. Uh-oh.
I suppose you're wondering about that argument.
Yeah, I was.
I had hoped we could all conduct ourselves in a calm, professional manner. Unfortunately, Tony really gets under my skin sometimes.
I could see that.
I mean, the nerve of him to say that the Sanctum is inferior to Titanium Tower of Tony. Can you believe it?
The ancient evil we fight is not intimidated by modern technology. Our only hope is the magic you have in the Sanctum. Getting it back is key to our success.
Well, it's not our only hope, but it makes a difference.
I'm glad you see the light on this. I knew you would appreciate the Sanctum. We need to have it back.
How bad is your disagreement with Tony? Is it going to cause problems for the rest of us?
Don't worry, Tony and I may argue, but when it comes to stopping Lilith, we are in total agreement on the end goal, even if we disagree on the way to achieve it. Sometimes Tony and I do actually act like grown-ups. Well, at least I do. Always a pleasure, Hunter.
Uh-huh. Well, actually, he is much better behaved. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do this.
What have you brought me today?
Hopefully not an amulet, because those are useless. Oh, thank you.
Fascinating. This artifact is mundane in every conceivable way.
Oh yeah, well that's okay. I'll break it over a fire soon. The Edge of Secrets dagger, and we get a blueprint. That's the great thing about these. You get essence and blueprints. Never knock an artifact. It's also leveled us up so we can pick something we can work on. Oh, there's Deadpool's. We like that because you could discard a card and add a move. Mystical healing. That's important because mystical healing allows us to have a combat therapy. We'll have an enchanted grotto, mini spot in the grotto. So if somebody's been wounded in a battle, they don't take 3 days to heal. They'll be overnight and get a combat bonus. Book of the Vishanti is what allows us to craft. If there's anything that looks better for us to upgrade than what we have in the mods and the high-tech suit. Well, I'm gonna say, remember, this will add, but it will not give us a second. It's not going to give us a second shove until we go further with us. When we advance another level, they will give us the option of patio chairs around the truck, and when we do that, not only will we have an additional move that we make from discarding, but that will also be a knockback. So we'll get to do up to 2 knockbacks. Note that this is 1 move per battle, so that's still a good thing. We'll take that.
What have you got for me, boss?
Even Wolverine gets it. I don't think Wolverine gets it in the original, the new game.
You're
but
welcome, Hunter.
Plus, since he's with us.
If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
Okay, so does it do me any good? None of them will do me any good. It won't matter. So I can take these and I'll salvage from Wanda and from Hunter.
Always a pleasure.
Okay. She never got a chance to do these. We have a free on this. Chaos Reigns. Then it draws 2 cards. Quick toss. Hex bolt. I thought I had something that was also like supersonic or something. I guess not. Uh, 2 days. I protest. I don't really care about these things. Didn't do anything for me. I think I get more interesting things from our cauldron at this point. Oh, I see Morbius is meditating. Nobody's at the weights. Explosives training, okay. Oh, wasn't somebody almost at the next level?
Maybe I'll teach you a thing or two. You're definitely getting stronger.
And gain 3 strength at mission start. That means that for 3 turns, her stuff packs more of a punch.
Later.
That's a good deal. I like that. Anything else that I'm missing here? I think we've done everything. So what I'm going to do is... Don't tell me some assembly required's next. I'm not there yet. Oh, no. But this opened up because we had our introduction to vampires. This is now opened up because we have our introduction to vampires and to Wolverine. And we have the freaks come out at night, which needs to be unlocked because we haven't done a general mission yet. So, when they say general, I mean a side mission. We also have in Transia 4 things. Helicopter, Nest Mother, counterattack, be still in my heart. Artifact, Operations Assaults are pretty good too. You know what I like is defeat turned Hydra, the vampires. Those are easy to get. So those are something we can look forward to. What's the reward for the Nest Mother? We don't need essences, I'd love to say. Counterattacks, yummy. Anyway, we're gonna do this next time. A lot happened, and we had our shop class. Banner came back, then is acting a little goofy, and the Bicker brothers bickered at the mirror table in front of everyone, and Nico and Ileana are bullying Parker. Oh. And I was waiting for this.
I wonder if Hydra sits around arguing like this.
I wouldn't have thought so, but it's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in, just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah, that's another thing that goes on. That's triggered when we get to go in the into the belfry. Anyway, we're gonna call it a stream, and next time, maybe we should we could either do one of the story missions, of the DLC story missions, or we can do a side mission. They all look very attractive, and who knows what comes next. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, this is Hunter saying take care.